Welcome back, you guys, and today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite folding knives in my collection, the Bestech Kendo. Now, I've done a couple of videos on two of the premium versions of the Kendo, but I like this knife so much that I have a bit of a collection, and today we're going to look over the entire thing. So let's get into it. All right, we're going to start off by looking at the more affordable versions in the Kendo line, as there are budget-friendly ones and more premium ones. First of the budget ones is the model in black G10. You can see that it's got some stylistic lines front and back of the handle, G10 back spacer, milled pocket clip, and satin finished blade. Put that there. Next one, green G10. And all these will feature a deep carry pocket clip, single side, unfortunately, but nice deep ride. Although it does have a button top screw, but I have pocketed these a lot and they go in and out of the pocket nicely. Next one is the tan G10. And you can see on here that it has the Bestech logo pivot on it. Oh, that was a fail. And then let's check out some of the premium ones. First off is the green anode in stonewash titanium back spacer, titanium milled pocket clip. And you can see on this one, it has a more of a premium pivot on the show side. And we'll talk in detail, a little bit more detail, the differences between all of these, between the premium and the budget ones. Next, we have a gray stonewash titanium handle. Same stylish show side pivot, matching lines in the handle to the G10 ones. Place that one there. And then lastly in the collection, the gray flame or tiger stripe ano titanium handle. And the premium ones have a few differences from each other compared to the G10 models, and we'll get into that right now. All right, so as I mentioned, these are the G10 Kendos. And so the difference between these ones and the premium ones are also that these have a D2 blade, which you can see is marked right there. These are nested stainless steel liners in these ones. You can kind of catch it in there, nice and flush with the scales. And decent but somewhat tight lock bar access. These do run on cage ceramic bearings. And like I mentioned before, G10 back spacer and a nice deep carry pocket clip. So these ones, they have a plunge grind that does intersect with the cutting edge. I haven't had to sharpen any of these yet because they go through enough of a rotation that I don't necessarily wear one down from the other. But if you were to put this on a sharpener, you can see that you would likely create a smile. Not likely, you would create a smile on the heel of the blade. And you can even see here that even from factory edge, there's even one starting to beginning there. All of them have pretty decent action. They're not drop shut, they're shake shut, but plenty enough quality action for a budget oriented knife. And I would compare the fit, finish, and quality of these to other brands like Civivi, CJRB, QSP, and Petrified Fish. I guess one other negative I would say about the G10 D2 steel Kendos is the plunge grind, as I mentioned, but also the scales are not chamfered at the top and bottom corners. You can see that there's some contouring in the G10 close to the edge, but if you take a close-up look here, these edges are a little bit abrupt, so when you bear down and squeeze, you can feel them a little bit. Fairly large handle though, completely neutral ergonomics, so you can hold this in a variety of grips, and it is absolutely comfortable. Good to go for medium, light, hard use. And like I said, if you do bear down on it, you can feel the top edges and the bottom edges of those scales, but it's far few in between. Nothing that I would say would be a deterrent to have interest in this knife. Overall though, very good quality for a budget version. These do have fairly thick edge geometry, so they're not the sliciest. I think the edge angle on the factory edge is closer to 21, 22 degrees, so it's pretty broad. So if I were to sharpen these, I would definitely lean the edge angle back, probably to 17, 18 degrees, just to make it more of an effective EDC cutter. I love the Americanized tanto shape on these Kendos. And then yeah, that aggressive chisel ground tanto shape looks fantastic. I love it. Has a really strong reinforced tip, lots of steel out to the edge there, but still maintains decent geometry for any piercing tasks for sure. When you hold these, use these, they definitely give you an air of confidence that they are strong to handle a lot of tasks. And like I said, if you were to get one, I would recommend possibly changing that edge angle to more steep angle, just for a little bit more slicier performance. Let's take a look at the premium ones. Taking a look at the premium Bestech Kendos, when you get one of these in hand, you can definitely tell there is a leap in quality between materials, of course, fit and finish, and action. These are superb, and I would compare them easily to other premium brands like We Knives, Artisan Cutlery, Concept, and other similar brands. These are very well built. So if we look at the gray stonewashed titanium, you can see that the 3 lines front and back carry over from the G10 models. And each of the premium ones has a slightly different flavor from each other, not only in the handle finishes, but also in the blade finishes. On these two, the green and the gray stonewashed titanium, you can see on the blade we have a high grit belt finish that looks shiny and beautiful. Really like the finish on these. They pop in all sorts of different light conditions and just look amazing. And the green anno stonewashed titanium handle has the same high grit belt satin finish as well. And I don't really know if I'll be able to get the correct light angle to show you just how nice these grinds are, but they are beautiful in person for sure. And you can see on the flats that there is a stonewash finish along the flats and along the spine of the blade too. So there's a little bit of contrast going on between the gray and green titanium handles. And then my favorite of the bunch, the Flame or Tiger Stripe Anno handle. This one has an all stonewash finish. So the same stonewash on the flats carries down onto the main profile of the blade. And then we do have a belt ground chisel tip on this one to match the full finish on these other ones. So this one will definitely have an advantage over the other ones as far as hiding and preventing scratches and gouges in the blade, because that finish is just robust and resistant to wear and tear. These ones are milled out on the inside. You can see some pocketing on the front side, and I don't know if we'll be able to catch it. On the lock bar side as well, there's some milling behind the handle right here. The action on these is amazing, and what I find super satisfying between the three of these is that they are consistent as far as how they deploy and how they drop shut. It is just wonderful. These are fidget factor machines for sure, and are leagues ahead of the G10 versions as far as how well they deploy and how drop shut they are. And of course in these ones, cage ceramic bearings as well. And on this one you can see that the pocket clip, milled titanium clip, good spring tension, easy in and out of the pocket. There's no hang up with how close it is to the lock bar insert at all. It just glides in and out really easy. And I mean, these edges are not exactly smooth, but they're not sharp either. So these are super easy to carry. And just given how on these ones, well, on all versions, the blade nestles nicely into the handle, so you have a nice clean profile. These do a really nice job of disappearing into the pocket as well. There are other versions available of the budget-friendly Kendos and the premium Kendos. Ones have same G10 colors, but black on the flats and on the spine of the blade. And then with the premium ones, there's a few other additional colors like gold anode titanium, blue anode titanium, and a black stonewash titanium as well. And as far as the premium versions go, there is another advantage with them in that the ergonomics are more comfortable on the titanium versions, as the edges, even though they look very cornered, square compared to the G10 versions, they are knocked down enough to the point where when you grab it and bear down on the handle, you do not get the same hot spot along the top and bottom edges as you do on the G10 versions. The titanium handle ones are definitely more comfortable, more ergonomic as far as hard use and prolonged use goes. More comfort in these for sure. Another difference between the budget and the premium Kendos, as I mentioned earlier, the lock bar access on the G10 versions tends to be a little bit tight. You can see that there is some jimping on the lock bar for the G10 versions. And if it weren't for that little bit of a cutout there, it would be quite a challenge to get in there to disengage the blade. It's not difficult, but you do have to put a little bit of concentration into getting in there. Kind of have to squish the meat of your thumb in there to grab that lock bar to release the blade. Whereas on the premium ones, there is a more sizable gap. And it does kind of feel like the cutout for the lock bar in the premium one just allows for more space. You can see that there's a bit of a chamfer on the lock bar interface, and it's just easier to grab that lock bar, swing it out of the way, and close that up. So a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit more thought put into the premium ones compared to the G10 ones. As far as specs goes, Bestech was able to keep the dimensions between the affordable G10 D2 Kendos and the titanium and S35VN premium Kendo is the same. Same blade length, same handle length, same blade stock thickness, and same width in the handle. Now, because the Kendo has been out for some time, you may struggle to find versions available in stock anywhere because they may have just simply sold out, and you might have to look to the secondary. But as of this recording, some of the retailers that I shop at, especially in Canada, all G10 variants are available with the all satin finish blade, as well as the versions that have the black stonewash on the flats and on the spine. All of those are available for sale as of the recording of this video. And then as far as the premium versions go, I do believe some are sold out or not available anymore. You'd have to check around to multiple retailers to confirm that. But especially the blue stonewash titanium one, I believe that one's more harder to come by, as well as possibly the gold. However, if this style of knife, if the materials and the overall fit and finish quality speaks to you, I do highly recommend that you give the Kendo a try. Obviously, I love it. I've had multiples of these for a few years, and I still love them. They still bring me joy, and I still look forward to holding them, carrying them, and using them. That's it for today, guys. Always appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for checking out this video, and we will see you in the next one.